Welcome to this T.G. Howard Community Center Outreach segment. I'm Rebecca Smith, and today I'm here with Ms. Laura Walters. Ms. Walters, please tell us who you are, a little about yourself, and the position that you're campaigning for in Pulaski County.
Well, thank you. First, let me thank you, Rebecca, for doing this. Really appreciate T.G. Howard facilitating this. It's a great way for us to get to our voters and all that. I am a Southwest Virginia girl. I born and raised in Galax. My family has always had property, however, in Pulaski County, because we had a cabin on the lake. First cabin's built on the lake, so they've been there forever. My grandfather built them. It's down to third or fourth generation now. So, and I moved back to Pulaski County full time. About 20 years ago. Okay. I've been as far away as Roanoke, and I've been, stayed in. I finished high school in Galax, went to Radford University, so even for school I stayed close. Went to Radford, went back to work in sheltered workshop with Mount Rogers Mental Health. Worked for a year or two, went back for my master's, and finished at Radford. Then went to Withville Community College, National Business College in Roanoke, and on and on. Ended up back here with New River Community College part-time, okay. And then started my own business. And so I've been doing that for I did that for about 20 years, and I retired about 6 or 8 years ago. I was fortunate enough to retire early, and since then I've been doing volunteer work, and I just like giving back. I was fortunate enough to retire, and it seems like that just staying home is not in the cards. I need more than that to be able to, for my satisfaction. I really like working with people.
Tell us about your business.
My business was an outplacement business. It started locally when the AT&T plant closed here. We help people both retrain for new jobs. A lot of people had worked there forever, and 20 years, 30 years, and never even done an interview, written a resume. And then when the plant closed, we helped the folks retrain, go to different schools, find schools, get the training they needed, and on with new careers. So I went to the folks I worked with there, and I said, I've done this here, and you know what you've had, and I can do this other places as well. And that's it branched out, and I worked all over the Mid-Atlantic actually for different companies, but both with outplacement and soft skill training, conflict resolution, customer service, the whole realm of soft skills. My background's psychology, so and business. My dad said you'll never get a job in psychology, so I picked up a business minor to go with that. So,
thank you.
And we love being here. Something, my hobbies and interests. We rescue. I've worked a lot with the Humane Society here. We rescue Siberian Huskies, which is always a challenge. We typically take older dogs. So we do that. My other passion is early American history and local history, and I really enjoy knowing where we came from and the history of where we are. So that's just a little bit about me.
Okay, thank you. Okay, number 2. What do you envision your elected role purpose to be and its impact on Pulaski County?
Well, like I said, I really like working with people, and I feel like that with the Ingalls district, which I'm running for, it's a large district. It's because it's so spread out and there's less population. It's geographically larger. Ingalls borders 3 counties, and we have very distinct communities. You have Dublin, you have Snowville, you have Hiawassee, and they will tell you they have very different needs, and they are not the same if you don't know this. And then there's the lake as well. So in the lake area, which again has different needs. So my goal is to represent all those needs, to find out what those needs are, as well as Pulaski County in general. No man is an island. You can't just take a little piece of it. But how do you meet those needs and fit in with the larger picture for Pulaski County?
Okay.
So
Okay, final question. Pulaski County has seen quite a bit of effort from grassroots community movements recently. The Calfrey Training School Project, which deals with addressing some cultural and child care needs of the community. A Dare Theater Group with its mission to provide outreach and entertainment through the arts. And the T.G. Howard Community Center Incorporated, with part of its purpose to inform and enrich the lives of residents in the county. What are your thoughts when it comes to these types of programs that are generated by the community, and how would you play a role in encouraging such projects to continue as an elected official?
I think grassroots, the neat thing about grassroots is people have a lot of energy, they have a lot of passion, and they get a lot done. And one of my strengths is getting things done. I would like to, I have followed those three instances that you mentioned, but I haven't really participated at this point. I think that Pulaski County, one of the big problems we have is that we are making progress. We are a great place to be, but there's not enough a lot of times to do. People live in other communities, adjacent communities, instead of living here, even though they may work here. And I think all of those things offer reasons for people to live here, from childcare and help with backpack programs and things like that that are being done. The Adair with the theater and the entertainment, the Arts Council here in Pulaski as well. You know, all those, I can't imagine having my first foray into politics, trying to hit a lot of events. I can't imagine somebody going, there's nothing to do here, because it's all I can do right now, you know, and has been since I started, you know, decided to run in the early spring. And I would like to continue supporting those both through my presence and, you know, anything that I can help them do, be a resource for people. One of the things, I like to get things done. And, you know, one of the things I'm good at is getting all the people in the room, sitting down, putting them together, and moving forward. So that's how I see myself as being helpful. Perhaps being able to track and find grant funds for different programs to work with people, things like that.
Okay, that concludes our questions. Do you have anything else you would like to share with the community?
I'd just like to say that, you know, one of my plans is, because I do feel like we've been a little underrepresented in Ingalls, and I do feel like it's not about me. It's not about what my views are. It's about what my constituents are. So one of the things I'd like to do is, you know, be out there and meet with people on a regular basis. When you come to a Board of Supervisors meeting, and I've been time and time again, you get 3 minutes. And that's not much time to tell your story. So I'd like to be out in the communities, you know, and have regular, maybe quarterly meetings in Snowville or Hiwassee or Dublin, you know, where I could just talk with people, just meet and greet, be available, and those kind of things, to see, you know, keep my finger on the pulse of what the needs are, besides expecting somebody to call me. I think that's hard for people sometimes to take that step. And so if you can make it accessible, that is better for everybody.
Well, thank you so much for participating tonight in our segment. Thank you.
Appreciate your having me.